Hi from Ellerslie. Our hope for today from God's Word is that beautiful ending to the great love chapter in Paul's first letter to the church in Corinth. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. A love, verse 7, that always protects. How is that a hope-giving, life-giving truth for today? Well, it points to how love is committed to passing on life and hope to others. Okay, let's get to the point. It tells me why it is that perhaps it's followers of Jesus that should be taking the lead in wearing face masks. Seriously, the New Testament and Jesus is full of the command to love one another. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor as yourself. Faith and trusting myself to Jesus and what He's done for me will make me a person of hope, not just a feeling, but a fact that's real. And the most clear and consistent demonstration that I am a person of hope in Jesus is love for others, to the point of self-inconvenience. Back to 1 Corinthians 13, that great love poem. Love, it says, always, in every way it can, protects others. It's like that command was written for COVID season, because the word that is used for protect is the word to cover. It's used of a roof. Love covers, not protecting in a negative sense, like covering up for people in a dysfunctional kind of way. The word was used for a roof. It's talking about covering, protecting others from danger. During the COVID season, it's so natural, so easy to focus inward, isn't it? To focus on what I am not getting, what I can't do, on what I need. We want to hear ways about which faith can help us. We want to hear uplifting words so that we can feel hope. But faith and hope are things we have. We are rooted in them, which gives us the capacity and the impetus to, well, as Paul says, put others above ourselves, caring for others. And that is what wearing a mask is all about. A love that cares for, that protects others. Wearing a mask is not about protecting myself, as we know. Wearing a mask is about protecting others from what might be in me. And even if I think I don't have the virus, I don't know I don't have it. And even if I think I don't have the virus, perhaps just as important, if we put others above ourselves, others around me don't know that I don't have it. And a mask is a simple way of saying, I care about you. As I'm processing my own COVID fatigue, I realize that there are two natural tendencies I'm fighting that work against a really strong I care attitude. Number one, rather than caring, I find myself just wanting to dare the virus, stick my chin out and say, I'm not scared of you. And if I get it, I don't care. Do you find yourself thinking that, feeling that? That is not a faith inspired by hope that leads to a love for others attitude. That is self-focused thinking and behaving. I find myself fighting that. Daring the virus has no place in my attitude if caring for others is my goal. But there's a second tendency I find myself fighting. It's just plain and simple carelessness. Especially as things are opening up, it's so hard to keep the recommended distance, to keep from getting too close, just out of carelessness, just letting down my guard. Wearing a mask is a tangible way to make up for the ways that I get careless and say, I still care about you. It's a visible way I can say, even if you're careless, I'm willing to make up for it by caring for you. There are so many things that we still don't know, but there are a few things we do know. We know that it's not over. We know that as we start loosening up, letting down some of the guardrails, it has led to an increase of spread. And we know that in a COVID-fatigued world, governments and organizational leaders have to walk a fine line between helping us protect each other without forcing too many rules on us. We also know that wearing face masks works. There's a growing body of evidence that suggests that if everyone wore a face mask, it would reduce spread by up to 40%. So, what might happen if those who claim to live in the faith and hope of Jesus took the lead in saying, I care about you, and so even if I'm not forced to, I am driven by love to want to protect you. And so when I am in public, I will wear a mask. Because three things are at the heart of it all: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love, a love that always protects. Will you join me? Will you help me to remember? Faith, hope, and love, and a face mask.